So,
Yeah.
Tabitha.
No, this is all you. It's topic 4.
Oh, topic 4. Okay. Chris.
Topic 4 is you.
What is the next topic?
Girl, you know it's true.
That's a little, like she is determined to get us demonetized.
Ooh. Come on.
Okay. So, Girl, You Know It's True. A Milli Vanilli biopic is on the way. Lead actors Tijan, Njie, if I'm saying that right, and Elan Ben Ali in the new photos. Well, this is not them, but this is the real Milli Vanilli. Anyway, are in the photos. No release date yet, guys. What do you think about a possible? Oh no, about the upcoming Milli Vanilli biopic. Joy, let me start with you. What do you think about Milli Vanilli?
While I love Milli Vanilli, I mean, as a teenager, I could have cared less if they were lip syncing.
Right.
Like, who cares?
The Grammys
Well,
cared.
I was a kid, so it meant nothing to me. It was like, and?
You're like, that's what I do. So,
yeah. And now they all do it, like, okay.
Auto tunes.
But, like, why do we need this?
It's a very interesting story.
I mean, VH1 already did Behind the Music, which was like a 2-hour long
it was.
yeah.
story of their whole everything.
Yeah,
their,
but now,
their upbringing.
but now
their
we can see
career,
boobs.
Their demise, where they were, and
I mean, it'll be interesting, I think, in a little bit, a little sense, but I don't know if it'll be as, what's the word, extravagant. Or,
I think one passed away.
Yes.
Yeah, one committed suicide.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see, I think.
So you're not interested in seeing?
I mean, I'll
She's like, I could pass.
take it either way, I guess.
What
I'm
about?
not like over here like, yes,
Yeah.
I am on it.
What about you, Tabitha? What do you think about the idea of a Milli Vanilli biopic?
I will watch it for sure. But I will mostly be singing the songs in my head throughout.
Blame It on the Rain was a bop.
I mean, I know
that was the
I know
song
that,
right there.
TikTok is the mainstream Milli Vanilli.
Yeah. I mean, if there's no Milli Vanilli, there's no TikTok.
He's over there now going like, they all do it.
They all do it. Yeah.
He's got to be pissed.
Like,
he's like, I got in trouble for this.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Now I got in trouble for this. Now everybody's getting likes. like what the fuck?
Exactly.
But
So
I think though for them it was not really.
I mean, it was taboo back then.
Well, no, but more. It was more than just the lip sync. It was the fact that it wasn't even their voices.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't their voices.
It was a different.
They had different studio singers, and they were trying to say, "But we do know how to sing."
So the one guy actually can sing. He does performances.
Yeah, he does. But
Kind of like
the whole thing.
Just use other people
Yeah.
to do these recordings.
The people who wrote that song and sung that song, if I remember correctly, they had a record deal, but the powers that be were like the one guy and the two girls. I think the two girls that were singing, they were like their image isn't what's gonna make money for us.
That was more of the taboo thing.
That was the
like
thing.
Nowadays, the lip syncing is those people do really sing. It's just when they're bebopping across the stage, you get out of breath and you can't get all that out there. So I'm going to lip sync to
what they wanted
track.
what they wanted was people with a certain image that could sell records that we can put on the cover.
They were pretty to look at.
They were pretty.
And the thing
another. Like, they were pretty.
If I watch this movie, the one thing that I'm interested in seeing is how they're going to tackle the moment. What was it? I can't remember where it was. Was it on stage? It was
they were at a performance.
Was it? It wasn't Saturday.
I mean,
and the record started skipping.
This is in the 90s, so it's not as high tech.
It was a tape or something that.
It's like
all you could hear was "Girl, you know it's girl." The fact, oh my God, the Walkman, when they were performing live, and that was the image that they were actually singing the song. And then when they were supposed to be singing live, they played the tape, and then it starts to skip, and over all you could hear is Girl, you know it's girl, you know it's girl, you know, over and over and over.
Nixon's with me. Didn't VH1 already do this?
They
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, but that's behind the music.
Yeah, but it was a lengthy one. It was
But now-
one of their longer
but-
ones. It really was.
But now, which means there's better be a good ass movie. But now we got like Elvis just came out. Now we got all these bio.
I need to watch it. I've heard such good things about it.
We didn't like it all that much.
You didn't like it?
I can see.
I liked him. He was fabulous.
Yo,
And he could sing.
Tom Hanks
he
and him.
did a fabulous job. It's just
The
instead of
movie
it
was
being-
executed.
Instead of it being an Elvis movie, it was really more about Tom Hanks being a douchebag manager and
It was more about him,
Ruining-
about Elvis being hustled by his manager than it was about Elvis.
causing the demise of
Okay.
him.
And me personally, the thing that I was looking for was because I got to rep my community, was the whole thing, him being the king of rock and roll, how they were going to handle the fact that all of his songs, his hits, were songs that were lifted, from the black community. And the way they glossed over it, the way it was almost like, please, Mr. Elvis, why don't you please sing my song and make it popular? No, that's not how it went. Like stop trying to make excuses. He stole those songs. It was during a time where copyright laws weren't as strict as they are now. He stole those songs, and because he could get away with it, and because white America didn't want to see a black person singing this stuff, they wanted to see a white guy doing it.
There's an episode on something, and I can't remember if it's like Netflix or it's like I'm gonna have to do some research, but it is literally about this exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they call out some artists that literally stole older songs from the black community that the record companies used to promote these white artists. And there's a lot in that book, and it's like a whole movie or a documentary.
Well, shoot, even now, the kids listening to stuff. Not that they're stealing it, because obviously
they're sampling.
the artist had to pay for that, but the kids nowadays don't know where it came from. They'll
Yeah.
put it on and be like, listen to this jam, and you're like, okay, that background is way old. Like, way
They're sampling
old.
all the music
Yes.
that I'm like,
I was
this
like,
is
I
not
know
my
that song.
time. Hey.
I'm like, yeah, that's not new. They didn't come up with that.
Exactly. There's so many times where I'll be like, you're just out in a store and you hear them playing the music, and I'm like, this is a remake of such and such song. I was like, they're bringing this shit back already. But don't get me wrong, I like it.
Yes.
It's obviously a sample of something that's already established. And look, there's actually somebody on TikTok. She's wonderful about like our generation. She's our generation. She listens, and she's talking about all the bops from our times and how she's getting down with it, and she brings it about. She's hilarious. And then she started doing these things where it was like her generation and the kids now, where it's the song sampling her songs, and then she started doing like what her parents were sampling and recognizing within the songs that she liked, and you just kind of saw the generational jump, and it was kind of amazing to see that sort of transition. But yeah, it was fantastic. I loved it.
What were we talking about? A fashion show?
Exactly.
No.
Fashion shows.
But I had to step out for a little TT break. But I don't know. It's just the whole thing about Milli Vanilli and like copying people's songs and stuff like that. I mean, they had permission. I mean, the studio and all, and they were all in on it. It was just trying to sell the image that these guys were actually singing, the songs and stuff. I think it's an interesting story. I know VH1 covered a lot of it and stuff. One of the things that I'm interested in is like, what do you think about these are the guys? Like here's Milli Vanilli. Let me go full mass here. Here's Milli Vanilli, and here are the guys playing them. What do you think about the casting? What was their names again? Tijan, Njie, and Elan bin
This
Ali.
dude on the right here is good, but that dude over there.
The guy on the right looked pretty.
He looks.
They did.
Yeah.
They did
They did a better casting on the right side than
But they're beautiful men.
Yeah.
They are beautiful men.
It's the braids.
I mean,
I should have got the original picture with them wearing those outfits, and but that's them on the left and the right.
Beautiful men. So.
But we'll see about it. I think the casting looks good, so we'll see what they do with that. I think it's going to be. It is a fascinating story, and more people should look into it. It's sad. It's a lot of things, but we'll see. I'm gonna watch it. I'm curious. I'm curious where they're gonna take it.
They're also like they're not from here.
Right.
Originally,
Yeah.
Really, they were like German.
Was Jamaica, Germany?
Germany, I think.
Really? Okay. And
Or they were at least living, I think, in Germany.
Right.
They're not American.
Right. And to be thrown into the mix like this and everything, and Nixon was like, "Blame it on the rain." I mean, that was the song. That "Blame It on the Rain"
They're
was
from
the
Munich,
song.
Germany. I thought it was Germany. They're from Munich, Germany.
Yeah, blame it on the rain. I forgot. Oh shit, I forgot to have put this up. What the heck was I thinking? Hold on, let me fix that. "Blame It on the Rain" was the song. Let me fix that in the background here.
I mean, they had quite a few bops.
That was, I don't know why, but that was the song. I know they had a lot of good bops on but "Blame It on the Rain," like Nick said, that was the song that made me go, damn, these guys, it was good. That's what I kept thinking, like they're good. But then finding out that they weren't singing it, then they just became Def Comedy Jam's punching bag. I mean that's all it was. So it's like, okay, now and then they were easily forgotten, and then later on you found. And one of them committed suicide, unfortunately. But now it's like we were talking about it before the show, that it's one of those situations where if he didn't commit suicide, like now it's one of those situations where like they could have became a part of the joke. They could have embraced it. In the moment, it's probably the most devastating thing in the world. Like 20 years of being laughed at like that and whatnot. So obviously it was devastating. But now with this movie coming out, they could have. I'm sure the surviving member. I'm like I think he's producing. He's fine. But
now in
I'm sure there's gonna be a tribute.
The age of bringing things back,
he should be the king of TikTok right now. But guys, let us know what you guys think about the upcoming biopic for "Girl, You Know It's True." What do you think about that title?
It just makes me want to sing it.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to mean about maybe they should have called it "You Know It's True," but obviously a "Girl, You Know It's True" makes sense. Like, you know it's true. These guys were not singing this song. I think that's what the title is supposed to mean.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like okay title.
It's the era of the '90s where everyone was laying on a car,
Singing
on their boats.
in the rain.
Yes.
On their boat.
Oh no, or a rap CD where the guy's like.
Oh my God, the praying hands.
The praying
You have to be
hands.
staring off into nothing.
Jesus, that was the Christian albums, right? And they're like,
No, it's all like the Tears for Fears, and they're
Oh my
all like
goodness,
looking into
yes,
nothing.
Yes.
I'm about to get into some early 2000s tropes too. But guys, let us know what you guys think about the Milli Vanilli biopic, and maybe we'll talk about it in upcoming. We got your mail.